It's time to start quilting. We've got our fabric on our machine, we've got it threaded, our tension is correct. I want to make sure that my screen or that my display is set right. I have it in regulated, and at this point I have it at 10 stitches per inch. And so I'm just going to do some basic free motion quilting, and I like between 10 and 12 stitches per inch. Precision is great for using rulers. I like a lot of times when I'm doing free motion quilting, but right now we'll do both. We'll first start it in precision so you can see the difference. I also have it in the needle down position, so when I stop quilting, it will stop in the needle down position. The next thing I want to do is make sure that my fabric isn't too tight. I want to be able to see the bed of my machine. And if I have it too tight, sometimes it could cause some skipping. So I want to make sure that I don't have a trampoline effect here. The next thing is I want to bring up my bobbin thread. So I move my machine over to where I want to start quilting. I press on the left handle the up-down button, and then I move the machine aside holding onto my thread, and that brings up that bobbin thread. Now I'm going to hold that with my left hand, and with my right hand still on the left handle, I'm going to just do some wiggle stitches here to lock this into place. So as I just wiggle there, about 3 or 4 stitches, and as I bring that up, it's locked in so that it's a good knot. And now I'm ready to start quilting. So I'm just going to press the stop button, and start quilting. And we'll start with just some stippling, something really easy. And we're going to keep, as we do our stippling, we're going to keep it the same size, kind of loops as we go around. They'll all be the same size. And I'm not going to do in rows. We'll just do a meander around. So we're keeping those circles the same size. And then I'm going to stop right here and trim my thread, because I don't want to stitch over the top of that thread, and trim it right at the base of the fabric. And now we'll continue quilting. Now I'm in precision, so if I stopped moving the machine, the needle stops in the down position or wherever it is as I stop moving. So it doesn't necessarily, it may stop in the up. So now I'm going to turn it to the cruise, and we'll show you how that works. Then when I stop, it just does a slow stitching with the percentage, and I have it at a 3%. Now let's do some loops. These are some basic designs for starting out learning your quilting. Very simple. Flip those loops. Just meander around. Let's add a leaf to it. Or make it a heart instead, or a star. Maybe we'll do a star. That's not a very good star. We'll go off and do another star. I like to count to those 5 points. Just loop around, just practice getting the feel of it, staying within the stitch regulation, because if I move this faster, I can give it longer stitches. But I want to stay within my stitch regulation. And now let's add some curls. Echo back over it. Curls. Change position around. Now as I'm standing at the machine, I'm standing off to the side so the camera can get a good view, but I recommend that you stand right in front of your machine, and you'll have a better stitching quality. The best quality of stitching happens within that first 12 inches. So sometimes we find that we need to advance the quilt so that we can quilt closer to us. Just put on some muslin or some really light colored fabric. Put on a fun thread and quilt. Get that hand coordination. Practice, practice, and then put on your favorite quilt and go to town quilting.